Okay, I'm continuing with changing over to the Christmas layout. Um, I just finished the billboards. All the billboards have now been changed over to Christmas. We've got Dingle Air Freight. Here we have Dragon Freight. Here we have Paperworks. Over there we have Crispy's Tavern, and here we have Miller Brewery. The process to make a billboard, I showed you how the billboards are installed, and I designed the lighted billboards just for that purpose with this framing that I've got around them. So the cardboard just slides in. First thing I do is I find a picture on the internet that I want. Then I go through the process of adding text, and I do a test printing. The test print is done on junk paper. What I want to see is it the proper size? If the size is good, then I will print it on either a regular piece of paper or label paper. When I do the sample printing, it's printed always in black and white because the black and white ink is cheaper, and it's done in draft, which will use the least amount of ink. Once I've got it printed, then I just trim it and put it in this book. This book is what houses all of my billboards. It also has all of the movie posters and all of the movie marquees. It also has all of the banners and the tabs right here. I've got the shelves ready for the cars, which we put up on the layout tomorrow. Now I'm going to show you, I've got 3 Christmas trees to put up. One over there, over by Steelright. One here in the plaza. And one over by Joey's Record Shop. Now what I do is, we have this. There's the wires. The wires will run underneath the layout. They'll go into that hole, and then they'll plug into one of these underneath. There's a second set of wires underneath that run directly to the power source. That way, when I want to take things apart, all I need to do is just unplug the wires that are plugged into this. I don't need to monkey with all the wires running across the layout. This is called a splicer plug. They're cheap and they really make things easy. Okay, now we go through the process of running the wires through. Okay, Christmas tree number 1 is in place. Okay, the wires were run through. You can see where it went through. All I need to do is to make sure the white wire connects to the same white wire on the other side and the black wire to the black wire. Now let's see if I did this correctly. When I turn the power on, this should light up. Okay, the first lighted Christmas billboard is on, and all the lighted billboards are working too. So now we move over to the second one. Now this second billboard is actually the most difficult one to do. I've got to remove several things before I can start working on it. Yes, I've got to move the farmer's market. Move the two trees. The trees will be put back, but I just need them moved. Now, once all those items have been removed, the next thing that gets removed is this. The next thing I got to remove is this screw. This screw holds these two sections together, keeps them flat, but I'm going to need to remove it because the hole that the wire will run through goes right through that hole. Okay, there's the hole with the screw removed. I removed the screw and the washer. This and the manhole cover will go in the box that holds where the lighted Christmas tree was. So when I take this apart, when I put everything back together, everything will be, I'll have everything that I need. Okay, this is what all the wires are running into. And like before, you can see that they run into here. See if I can get it for you. Right there. The wires for that Christmas tree run into there, and then they run from there to here. In February, when I break this down, I'll simply disconnect those two wires right there, and then I'm good to go. And let's turn the power on and make sure it works. It lights up. That's tree number 2. Okay, everything's put back. Now I move on to the last tree, and this is the easiest one to put in. This one was really tough because there's an awful lot of wires underneath it, as you could see when I showed you, when I took you down below. This one is going to be much easier and much faster to do. Okay, we've got it hooked up underneath. I'll show you what it looks like underneath. And right there. All I had to do was match the white wire with a white wire, the black wire with a black wire. And then when I take this thing down in February, I just disconnect 2 wires, and I can leave these wires right here connected and everything's fine. Made it nice and simple. Now, we turn the lights on, and all 3 of the lighted Christmas trees should work. Okay. That one's lit. That one's lit. And that one's lit. I've also got the Christmas Light Express on the tracks. Tomorrow I will start work on the biggest, but it's not necessarily the toughest job, and that it just involves all the Christmas cars. I've got 38 Lionel Christmas cars. I've still got one more lighted Christmas car, and I've got a Choo Choo Barn Christmas car that will be going on. Now, vast majority of the cars will be going up on these shelves here. That's what I built these shelves for. Those Christmas cars, so everything can be out on display. So until tomorrow, when I finish everything up, we have the lighted billboards, we have the lighted Christmas trees, I'll shut the lights out, and here everything is on with everything lit up. And I'm gonna post this. This here is going to be one of my projects coming up. I'm going to be extending this to come out to here and then curve around here, so I can have this building further on out, and I hope to have a road right here. All right, that's it for now.